Somewhere in the quiet, frozen mountains of Montana, there is a hotel with one rule. Never look directly into the owner's eyes after midnight, because the owner hasn't slept in the last 20 years.
The place is called Northridge Inn, a small wooden hotel built in the early 90s. Locals say it's peaceful. Travelers say it's weird. But almost everyone agrees on one thing. The owner, Daniel Cross, is not normal. He works 24 hours. He checks every room every night. And no one, literally no one, has ever seen him sleep.
One night, a couple checked into room 204. Around 3 a.m., the woman woke up screaming. She said someone whispered in her ear, "Leave now, before he sees you." When the husband turned on the lights, the room was empty. They checked the hallway camera footage, and there it was. A shadow, tall, thin, standing outside their door for a full 6 minutes. But when police checked, the hallway was empty the entire time.
The hotel has had over 32 employees in the last decade. None of them stayed longer than 2 weeks. One of them, a young worker named Jenna, reported that she once walked into Daniel's office late at night. She found Daniel sitting perfectly still, his back straight, his head tilted slightly, and his eyes completely white. No pupils, no blinking, just white. Jenna quit the next morning.
20 years ago, when the hotel was being built, there was a massive construction accident. A whole section of the building collapsed, and one worker was trapped inside the rubble. His name was also Daniel Cross. Local records say he died on the spot. But here's the part no one can explain. The current owner, the man who claims to be Daniel, appeared 2 weeks after the accident with no ID, no family, no documents, and no past. He just showed up and took over the hotel.
Guests often say the same thing. Daniel doesn't walk, he glides. Daniel's footsteps don't make sound. Daniel never goes home. Daniel never sleeps. Some tourists even swear they've seen him standing outside their rooms at 3 or 4 a.m., just staring at the door. Montana locals now avoid the hotel, and the few who stayed behind believe one horrifying thing. The Daniel who runs the Northridge Inn is not a man. He is the spirit of the worker who died during construction, still attached to the place he never got to leave. If you ever visit Montana and see a small wooden hotel with dim yellow lights and an unusually quiet hallway, don't check in. Because the owner may greet you with a smile, but he will still be watching your room long after you fall asleep. And remember, he hasn't slept in 20 years.
Some guests say that after midnight, you can hear footsteps in the hallway, even when no one is staying in the hotel. They describe the sound as slow, careful, almost like someone is checking each and every door. One traveler said he woke up at 3:12 a.m. because someone was gently tapping on his window from the outside, even though his room was on the second floor. When he looked out, he didn't see a person, just a tall shadow standing completely still
under the flickering yellow light. He reported it to the owner the next morning, and Daniel simply smiled and said, "Some guests are chosen." No one knows what he meant, but locals say that ever since the accident, Daniel has been searching for something or someone who can finally let him rest. Maybe that's why he watches every guest so closely.